good news, you got your wish. As of 2021, Revenge of the Sith can be played on the Xbox One. It was already able to play on the 360 when I made the video, but there you go, more power to you. But there is one game that you can now play on the one that you couldn't play in the 360 before. Wanna know what that game was? Chicken Little! That's right, guys. Microsoft won't give you the conquer you've been waiting for, but they'll give people like me Chicken Little on the Xbone. Not that it's a big deal, really. I mean, it's a game based on possibly the worst Disney movie ever, but it's a game I played back in my youth, and damn it all, when they have it in HD on Steam and only works half to my needs, you get greedy. Got a friggin' sucky keyboard baseball! God damn it, Archer! Yeah, tried that, didn't work. But eventually, I was lucky enough to see that it works on the one, and now I have no reason not to play it for a video. Content. Okay, I'm exaggerating there. I do have to give credit to Avalanche Software for honestly really making the most out of what little they were given. Not that Chicken Little doesn't have any video game potential. I mean, it's about baseball and alien invasions. Look, we already had EA Sports and a game where you probe humans' brains out of their ass. There had to be some balance. Let's put it like this. There's 24 levels throughout the whole game, and only 8 of them are based on actual scenes from the movie. The other 16 are usually some in-betweeners, if you will. Levels of scenes in the movie that were implied, you know what I mean? But how about we just start at the beginning and go from there? Okay, level 1, late for school. Not any real mention of the sky falling incident, but it's fair to assume you already knew since that was the movie's main selling point.
A movie?
The book on tape was bad enough.
You get clips from the movie, and this game already predates the movie's original premiere by 2 weeks. Hey, this does tie into Revenge of the Sith.
Face up to what you've done. I can help you. It's too late for that. You're too late.
And on top of that, I don't think I could handle being bald.
Whoa, dude, I'm getting way off track. Well, he's already having a horrible day, because he was in the middle of town a cutscene ago, and now he's nowhere.
Late for class again. Geesh. Have a look around. I'm sure you can find a creative way to get to school before anyone notices, son.
Wait a minute, who's talking?
Perhaps I can help you and your friends out from time to time.
Aw, come on, Dad. I can do this myself.
Are the designers doing impressions for the lines they forgot to record?
You know, I'll always be there for you when you need me.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
I haven't even pushed a button yet, and I'm already lost. Okay, I give you guys points for at least trying to make the dad sound redeemable, since he's an awful parent to his son in the movie. But to have Chicken Little be like,
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
when in the movie, everything he did was a cry for help, it's just an odd way to start out the game.
Get on with it!
Well, for such a little guy, Chicken Little feels kind of heavy when jumping, if you can call it jumping as opposed to just flopping. But this first level is a good setup to this game's main mechanics. With its obstacles, typical enemies, you know, wind-up toy copycats that seem to be everywhere, go figure. And you've got this whole level to explore the environment with and such. On the way, you collect acorns, which give you health, and baseball cards for unlockable suits. But wait, you have to collect change to skyrocket soda yourself into the school? It made sense in the movie because he lost his pants, as you do, but here, he's just locked out of the school for some reason. First missing the bus, and now this? This is an awful school. Okay, next level, and let this be the start of those in-betweener levels I mentioned earlier, as in levels of scenes that were never shown, but implied, and some that were just added for a little variety. The soda rocket lands you in a mop bucket and sends you down the longest hallway in any school, and that soda is still chugging along. It's not gonna stop until you break literally everything in this hallway.
I love these.
I might have been too right about him being heavy, since he shatters the glass of every door he plows through. This place is a serious hazard.
I'm going to report you!
Do it, bitch.
And immediately following that, playing dodgeball with popular against unpopular, the school really is awful. You guys are making Bulworth look like Bayside.
What?
I said you could have fooled me. This place is full of bullies and maniacs.
But you know what? It's worth it to bunt Goosey in the face with some hard rubber.
Phrasing!
Yeah, I know Foxy's the mastermind in this Thelma and Louise friendship, but Goosey doesn't even speak any verbal language and is just as much an instigator, so she's a gimp and an asshole.
You know what? I'm about to say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Yeah, that's what you get for being a boss battle. Wait a minute. Yeah, next level is apparently a boss stage, and another in-betweener with Goosey chasing you down the hall, Crash Bandicoot style. Absolutely no reason for this level to exist in the context of the movie, but I'm giving it props for the details to have you run back through the property damage you caused 2 levels ago.
Karma?
But unlike Crash Bandy, he wasn't smiling when running from impending danger.
I'll play.
Oh yeah, and these clips from the movies patched with the game cutscenes go together like Mentos and Coke.
Just please try not to get your hopes too high.
Come on, Foxy. Today's the big game.
So, level 4 has you exploring to collect your baseball gear that's been scattered about by Foxy and Goosey. Oh.
I fed up with this world.
We're still gonna win without you warming the bench.
Devastated? Perhaps, but not defeated.
I'd say just an excuse for you to flex your new yo-yo power-up to do this. I feel like this is one they had to put in just to have an even number of levels. And the only level where you can explore the center of the town, which... Jesus. So yeah, in case you forgot that an actor with such an eggy voice as Zach Braff voices Chicken Little, when he loses a life, he sounds like he's getting tossed off.
Holy shit! Did you just come in your sister?
Yes!
Now, I'm somewhat grateful that the game will show you the controls right before you start playing the level. Even if you've played the same kind of level several times, for those people who don't have a bunch of time, so you have to put it down and come back months later, which I won't lie, I died on one level a few times, and then I didn't play it for another 6 months. Also, besides the music being so incredibly boring... Oh, I feel like I'm about to sit through a new job orientation slideshow.
The sound effects are boring too.
I feel no sense of accomplishment with these sounds. I feel like I just popped in a Barney DVD to shut my kids up.
Level 5.
Batting practice. Now, I like these practice runs when they were an option in Mario Party, but Mario Party don't got this.
Settle down, it's a cartoon.
And during the big game, everyone's there. The mascot who cheers you on offbeat, your friend who's Asperger's as fuck, and your dad, whose edibles just kicked in. So yeah, same as the practice run with just a little extra paprika, but I got a home run anyways. And faster than you can say, the sky falling play comes back. And again, those transitions, like oil and water.
Chicken Little sounded really freaked out on the phone.
But what I'm also thankful about these cutscenes is, regardless of a music licensing issue, they kept certain songs out of the movie clips here. Because this movie has a really annoying soundtrack, you know, besides that Fight for Fighting song that's literally only available on this album. All the songs that prove this movie wasn't trying. Everybody Dance Now, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Spice Girls, Don't Go Breaking My Laptop. But they took them out here, and thank fucking God.
It'll work. We'll survive.
I will survive?
Oh, piss off. But hey, the next level's actually pretty damn good. Another in-betweener, and a vehicle level where the gang's trying to get to Chicken Little's house. Or wait, they're called the Misfits? The car controls are tight and precise, it's fun to smash through bushes and fences.
Fish watching you and judging you, watching you masturbate.
And there's a funny gag every now and then.
What? You've got to deliver surfboards? Oh, really? I guess we'd better do it then.
I don't know why, but I genuinely like that surfboard joke. No real complaints. Good level. Level 8. Oh, Jesus. We're only 8 out of 24 levels in. This video is going to be so apologetically long. In this level, Fish activates the panel, which finds its way back to the spaceship, and being the ass-bee he is, he just casually surfs on it.
No. No.
Also, side note, easily my favorite character in this would be Runt, simply because I love Steve Zahn as an actor, and not just because he's from Roderick Rules, the best film ever made.
Ha! Guess who's the laugher now? Me! I'm the laugher!
Doable level with murky colors that make me wanna... Also, for a level about chasing your friend being caught by aliens, very inappropriate music. I get that this is supposed to be fun, It's not, but at least have some music with a sense of urgency. Actually, this is Fish's stupid fault anyways. He better begin to punch in the cock later. Next level, it's a 3D space shooter. Mindless but palatable, nothing more to say.
What if time flows differently in here? Fish could be 1,000,000 years old by now.
Hey, keep that to yourself. I haven't reviewed Lightyear yet. And before I could even finish that joke, they all get picked off one by one. Well, surprise, surprise, all 4 of them, including Fish, have each their own levels on the ship that work their way to the end. We got ourselves a real Rashomon in our hands, folks. Or Hoodwinked, 2005, early 3D animation, anthropomorphic animals, Patrick Warburton. There, I just filled out the comment section for you. You're welcome. Starting with the only Abby level, and it is so tame that it's boring. Just running through blue-lit corridors which separate these repetitive jumping across platform sections, and so many checkpoints within arm's length to hold your hand. But then it gets tedious out of nowhere. You find yourself in an alien suit, gunning down enemy robots while shooting your laser at buttons and throwing crates at beacons to open the next door.
As one does.
I don't know why, but these sections are really spread out compared to just walking, and so far apart that there aren't any checkpoints until the game allows you to get out of the walker. Yeah, you gave me easy-ass checkpoints when just walking through laser barriers, nothing special, but when everything is going tits up around you, they take it away. I don't think you need that helping hand just for losing a few feathers.
You want us to take another whack at it?
How about taking another quack at it?
Now, this may not seem like much now, but it will, in time. It will. Next stage, your run flying face down, ass up.
I'm going to jail! I have been falling for 30 minutes!
And this one's a lot better. It plays as an infinite runner type and has a really fair, honest challenge with you minding the space around you, when to use projectiles at just the right time, and honestly, it kept me on my toes. You know, at least compared to the last stage. So, good level. Another Chicken Little explore stage. I used the cheat code and gave him shades. Isn't he cute? But sadly, another repetitive stage like the Abby one. Go through a corridor with lasers, jump across platforms to end up in a room to fight robots, and no, it's not as fun as it sounds, to then flip a switch, rinse and repeat for 2 more turns. And this whole bit with you running around platforms to plug in a battery, this is just, I don't know how many more times I can say dull. I mean, fine, they are trying to do different things to expand upon, but the platforming stages here are just so dull. Unless something kind of awesome happens, you know, I might as well just... Huh. That was kind of fun. Music was a little stuck, but gameplay was really fun. Then it's another space shooter. It's a top-down view, but a little more annoying than challenging. A lot more enemies to fight, and not a lot of wiggle room to avoid getting hit. It gets a little difficult that you're phasing through debris after you get hit, so it's like, did I get hit? Well, no time for you to wonder, soldier! And I kept dying to the point where it took me 18 minutes to beat this stage. I feel so lame. But we're halfway done.
Yeah!
By this time, they all incidentally regroup and find Fish in a giant tube.
How do we get him out?
I don't know.
Maybe one of those buttons.
Yeah, but which one?
It's gotta be the blue one.
But what if it's red?
It's never red.
Huh?
Red means bad. Blue means good.
If by good you mean writing him out of this, that'd be great. He's only caused more problems.
Then blue it is.
Well, my wish came true. So where did Fish go? Well, surfing on an asteroid belt, apparently. I thought you guys were on a ship in the middle of a baseball field. How the hell did he warp himself to space? Does this ship have Time Lord technology? If he dies, can he regenerate into a more useful character? What? Okay, next level. Basic search and rescue.
Guessing you should start by collecting your friends and then get the heck out of—
Shut up, Dad! So yeah, escort mission. Apparently your friends are frozen in fear and you gotta get them to safety. Now, I'll give it this. The soundtrack to this game has been really dull and generic, playing repetitive songs that don't fit the atmosphere like the Flying Dutchman game. But this one track that was supposed to be for this level, but only exists as a beta version, is swanky as fuck! This song is way too awesome for this game. Fitting since it's not in the finished product, but holy shit, if it did, it'd be as essential and memorable to the game as the music from Banjo-Kazooie, Conker, or literally anything from Rare. Yes, they're different types, but they do give those games even more personality. God forbid, we could really use some for Chicken Little.
For Ace.
Okay, next level. Your friends got trapped again. Okay, you know what? Screw you guys. I'ma go. And then cutscene to the coolest part of the movie. Seriously, this was pretty cool. The whole gimmick about the sky falling and expanding upon the technology, seeing it cover the whole sky, that's pretty cool. Wait, didn't Ed, Edd n Eddy rip this off?
Ed was right! The sky is falling! Thank you very much.
From this sequence alone, it might as well be the second best War of the Worlds movie of 2005. Out of 4. Yeah, no kidding. But hey, Mayor Turkey Lurkey gets a rail shooter level. And really, it's not bad. It's separated into 3 different sections. Each gets more progressively engaging for the player than the last. Aiming the cannon at the UFOs whilst avoiding projectiles? Decent challenge for kids. It's pretty good. Small nitpick, but it's only a shame they couldn't get Don Knotts to reprise his role for the game. Understandably, this probably wasn't as important, plus he died the following year, until he was reincarnated into John Mulaney. But I can still sleep at night remembering he was a knight of 100 frights.
What do you people have against groundskeepers? Some detectives? Nah, I'll just get myself a big old rubber monster suit.
Next level, you're chasing a saucer on a fire truck, as you do. But this one takes a page from Superman 64 with timed rings, cause
there's no time to waste.
And since I was getting through the past couple of levels no problem, I kept losing cause I was too busy Leroy Jenkins this shit. Comes with the price of spending your afternoon playing Chicken Little on Xbox. Also, he's sitting in the most dangerous spot you could be in. I know you're cute and small, but Alien Invasion is not the time nor place. But his dad's holding the ladder, so it's okay.
You know, I'll always be there for you when you need me.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
And you know, I know I'm strictly going level by level because they're all so different from one another, but I won't lie to you, these last 7 levels are practically identical, like pixel to pixel to the spaceship levels I already played earlier. And honestly, I won't be able to say too much, but I'll try. Just bear with me.
Up top.
Okay, back on the mothership with Chicken Little, his dad,
And the rest.
Yeah, don't know why they're back on the ship besides more levels. Well, I just answered my own question. And again, this level is okay. Runt just rolling around in a clone to the fish surfing level. And the more I look at that asteroid belt, the more it reminds me of the opening of Toy Story 2, which then became a level in the Toy Story 3 game. Someday, guys, someday. It's okay. And speaking of Pixar, I'm getting deja vu here.
Too much cardio, too much cardio, too much cardio, too much cardio.
I gotta get in shape. I gotta get in shape. I gotta get in shape.
5 years later, and that's still prominent. And you know, speaking of Incredibles games, holy shit, these levels are so unnecessarily tedious. You go through one of those walkers again, and they put you through all these prolonged puzzles with rooms that seem to go on forever, and all these tedious traps to go through. It's really hard to explain, but some of the obstacles are either thrown at you too much or not enough. Like you have to shoot down a bunch of enemy robots that keep respawning a few times until they blow up, and once you actually do catch up to it, you have to wait for them to take their sweet ass time to spawn. At the same time, you're expected to use projectiles to break barriers for you to shoot at stuff to disable lasers and open doors. Somehow it always feels like the list of unnecessary stuff to do just keeps growing with every room you enter. And with all of them that you go through, you think the game would throw a friggin' bone at you and give you a checkpoint if you die, like I did. This is super not fair. All the endless obstacles you have to 180 to do, constantly with like no health dropped when you need it.
Oh, come on!
These parts make you feel so incredibly pressed for time, like the infinite projectile box will shoot at you, and you have to remember the pattern of this electricity belt. I'm tapping the right trigger to shoot lasers as much as I can. I already wore out my left trigger playing Red Dead. I don't need the right. And to reference The Incredibles one more time, what is this?
What the fuck is this? Whose ass didn't I kiss?
I think they were really pressed for stretching the game out at this point. The other stuff I can understand, but here, you're literally just copy and pasting the middle of the game. And again, Toy Story 2, I think you hit it a little too close to home, guys. Oh god, just please get me to a boss level.
Well, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, okay, it's nothing special, but it's different from the corpse I just played for the last hour, and it can't be more than a coincidence that these designs seem resemblant to Otto from WALL-E. Not the most intimidating HAL clone I've seen, but it's not any less comfortable when he deadpans you.
I'm in danger!
Just don't touch it, that's illegal in Okiokes. Don't hit it either, this isn't I spit on your grave. Yeah, I know, arguably that could be its brain, but you put veins on a rod, that's enough proof, Your Honor!
He's cool. He was just freaked out, that's all.
But anyways, the day is saved, thanks to... To climax this roadkill third act, you got a level based on the movie within the movie at the end.
I just hope they stay true to what really happened.
Son, these people are from Utah! The one thing they will never do is mess with a cool ending.
So I've just got one question for you. Are you ready to rock?
Okay, I'm joking. It's not that bad. Yes, I'm giving credit to movie-based games. People give credit to supposed shit on the internet all the time. But my point is, for the genre it's in, it's not that bad. I don't care for the movie besides the nostalgia I have for it, but if you do care for it, this game might be on the same level. I've played worse, I've played better, it's fine. I feel like Avalanche did the best they could with this, besides levels having to be tediously long and then recycled. They did the most they could circling around the movie's plot for solid gameplay and variety. Even the new in-game cutscenes with most of the cast of the movie are pretty good, and at times they feel like deleted scenes. Unless they are, and I just jinxed myself for a future video. Shit! And before I get a dozen comments not addressing this, there was in fact a pseudo-sequel. Don't worry, you're just getting the SparkNotes version, we're almost done. Ace in Action, based on the movie within the movie, and now a TV show within the game within the movie. And still blessed with the always endearing and commendable Adam West.
I've got to show these vile vultures of villainy that I mean business.
Nice alliteration, sir.
Thank you.
Even if sometimes getting hit sounds like Adam West choking his chicken. But if you thought the spaceship sections of the original were boring, now they're boring with motion controls! Sucks! Don't get me wrong, when Wii motion controls work well, they're great. But when they're not, they're carpal tunnel. Let's speed up the time it takes for me to get this one golden acorn. And cheat codes to help me get past a game that, unlike the first one, does in fact rival Rise of the Underminer. Ace moves as slow as dick, you get barraged with bullets that you have to keep dancing around, which is always one room at a time with literally nothing else going on. You might as well be playing as a DVD screensaver. The only redeemable things I'll give it is this. Foxy Loxy as the bad guy has a bitter ex relationship with Ace. There's a weapons power-up called the Hog Knocker, and dang claps! And even with the cheat codes, the time it took me to beat Ace in Action was 30 minutes longer than the first game. Ow, 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 ouch!